mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you got him put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Mic check, 1, 2. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the Urban X Podcast. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot.
We are in the building.
We are here. Happy Memorial Day for the people who celebrate it. If you was out there grilling today, it was kind of nice, kind of, you know.
We're not in New York City.
The weather was kind of weird today specifically. Like, it was cold, then it was nice, then it went back to being cold.
Well, this whole weekend, and I'm glad it rained.
Yeah.
Because this is the unofficial start of summer, and we don't know how to act.
Yeah.
The death rate around the country, which we'll talk about. So I was being a little selfish. I'm not gonna lie. New York has been off the edges.
The rain definitely saved some lives this weekend because, you know, like you said, we don't know how to really act. But shouts out to everybody in the chat, man. I see Albany, DMV, Philly, Charlotte. Who else? Kenya. Okay.
Vegas in the building.
Okay. Orangeburg.
Harrisburg, PA.
South Carolina. Heard you. Okay. What else? Thank you guys for joining us. Newark, Brick City. Heard you. Harlem.
Texas.
And what about the east side? Okay.
Jersey in the building.
Okay, New Orleans. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you for, always letting us bring in your week. You know what I mean? On Mondays.
No, true story.
We appreciate you. We wasn't sure how, when we, started the Monday show, how it would go.
It's been amazing.
Yes, you guys took to it very well. We appreciate that.
Yes, it starts the week out right, and then we get to close the week out.
Yeah, I think it's been a year since we started the Monday shows. As a matter
probably
of fact.
so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you guys. So how was your weekend?
Our weekend was pretty good, man. I watched basketball. Me and Eli. This is me and Eli's bonding time. We sit in front of the TV for a couple of hours, analyze games and what's going on. And other than that, man, everything else has been great, man.
Cool.
Great.
Cool. I had a good weekend. I took Noble to the park today. Brought him over. You was asleep.
I was out.
Yeah,
I was out.
You was sleeping.
I was in the underworld.
Yeah, but he had a great time at the park today. Saw some other babies. Then he tried to touch their face. We like, no, but don't get manners.
Manners.
You can't just be touching people.
Yeah,
but that was cool.
Children are.
Yeah. So, quick announcements. If you are a member of an Urban X Exclusives membership, right now we're doing a June sale, like free shipping on everybody that's a member. You just got to use the code that's in the membership. Can't tell it right here because everybody's not a member.
Members only. Get free shipping for the month of June.
Yes, so if you're in the membership, either go to the community tab or just go to the main menu where you see all the videos, and you'll see the code, and you put that in, and you get free shipping.
And don't share the code with your friends. Honor the code. All right.
Just like we try to have something for you guys.
Yeah, exclusively because you're a member. So
feel me?
Free shipping for the entire month of June. You can't beat that.
Yes.
You really can't beat that.
Yes. And you see we got some new shirts on. Super Dad.
Yes.
And Black Dads Matter.
True story. Black dads do matter.
And if you're on our Instagram, vote to see which shirt is better.
Oh, we got a new contest going.
Yes, we got.
Remember we used to do that all the time?
Yeah.
I was killing you.
No, you weren't.
I was killing you.
No, you weren't.
Dude, I was killing you in the contest.
No, you weren't. You
I
thought
was.
no. It was always ones, not a lot of twos.
No, I was killing you.
And then one time he tried to get super, super duper extra. It had glitter everywhere on his hood, and everybody. And he swore he thought he killed it, and everybody was.
Killed that.
Everybody was like, "Nah, Dot."
I made a hat one time, and you ain't see that coming.
Yeah, but you cheated.
That ain't cheating. Where in the rules say I can't accentuate my outfit?
Yeah, we wasn't even making hats then. He just made a hat.
I made a hat, and the crowd was like, "E for effort for Dot, son." He matched up. I was coordinated.
I was trash.
I was killing you out there in them streets.
That's trash. But also, we have birthdays. Auntie
Yes.
Kiki.
Auntie Kiki.
Happy birthday.
My sister-in-law. She turned 21.
For the
All ladies turn 21.
for the 20th time.
For the
Facts.
20th. You don't ever mess with that. So
All facts.
she's so happy birthday. She's great as a sister-in-law.
Hope she's watching.
Hope she's watching. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make a couple of quick announcements.
Okay.
Bitcoin Bully, Chicago Bitcoin Bully. That date is coming up. I told y'all, digitaleconomy.everbright.com. Make money in this new digital economy. That's coming up on Sunday,
June 6th.
June 6th.
Okay.
I want y'all in the building for that. It's $150 or something like that. Yeah, $150. Brother Rich, Black Magic is actually hosting this with Chicago. We took our second class.
Yes.
And we are we got demoted.
Yeah.
We were in kindergarten. Now he sent us back
Yeah.
to pre-K.
Yeah.
And then he just asked us, "So, did you guys y'all studying? Y'all?"
We was just like,
We was like, see what happened was I was trying to do my homework.
my cholesterol is high.
And then the dog, the dog ate my homework.
Chew through the wires.
Yeah, he chewed through the wires. So shout out to Chicago Bitcoin. Again, that's an event you can attempt to go to.
Yeah.
And also go to alkalinefestival.com because on the 5th, right, they're going to be rocking that. Yeah, that 5th. I think that's the Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Live music, live art vendors, group meditation. So that's the alkalinefestival.com. The brothers who provide me with this special water that I drink.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that event. And that's alkalinefestival.com.
All right. Also, for the people who joined Dr. Phil Valentine's webinar this weekend, he thanked you guys because he said he saw a lot more people that came.
He sure did. He said
that he knows us from the Urban X community.
Yep. So you guys showed up and showed out.
Appreciate y'all.
As normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he wanted to express his love and appreciation for that.
And let's get to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, big news. Wait, not big news. Well, this is just kind of what's happening right now. Mary J. Blige, she's being inducted into the Apollo Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame, yeah.
Down in Apollo, clap that up. She was out there.
On 2/5, that's dope.
1/2/5. That's significant. The Apollo is the Apollo, man. And did I ever tell you I got booyah'd?
Yes, you did.
I did. I got booyah'd at the Apollo back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So the Sandman was on his way out, but he didn't come out.
Dusting off his...
He was going to come out and dance on me and put it on me. And we kind of swayed the crowd a little bit. I think that was 1984. Anyway, but if you get an opportunity, all the greats, all the legends have come up through there. So to recognize Mary and her full contributions to music, because Mary got a lot of women through a lot of things, bro. And I told you I was a little selfish. When she's in a great relationship, the music just didn't sound that good to me. But when she was going through something, she became a vessel for women to, express her fashion, the way she dressed. She always had that You know what I mean? So we give her that.
Yes.
We give her that.
Yes.
We give her that.
Yes.
We don't take none of that stuff away.
Yes, we don't.
However,
Yeah.
also in Mary news,
Yeah.
and I know people get hate, y'all shitting on her, give her her moment. Okay, we're just giving you the news, what's trending and what's popping. Also in Mary news.
Yeah. Former Death Row singer Danny Boy, he came out. I have no idea the context of this interview, what it was. But he came out and said he was sleeping with Mary J. Blige when he was 15 or 16, and she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
And the discourse I've heard around that, because a lot of people say, he's clout chasing. And I want to remind people, he came out as gay.
He did.
So that really doesn't really do anything for him, for ego either, right? Like, I don't know. If he was to come out and say it, especially now, like 30 years old.
And the context in what he was saying is, I saw the interview, I saw bits and pieces. Yeah. He was saying, matter of factly, he had Mary before Tupac. So it wasn't this is a Mary bashing thing.
Yeah.
He was talking about a number of things, Suge Knight, the Source Awards. Yeah. He was talking about all of those, a lot of topics. And I can tell the interviewer was leading him to a specific place so that he could speak on a situation in which he met Mary and he continued a relationship. We'll call it an entanglement.
Yeah, so here's the thing, too. This is also what I want to get to. If the roles were reversed, right? If this was a woman and she said a guy was flying her out, sleeping on her when she was 15, and he was in his 20s, we'd be up and on.
Well, yes, we would.
And I always feel like we should highlight these moments, especially when it comes to guys, because a lot of guys get violated very early in their lives, or they have their first sexual experience with an older woman, and this is kind of like normal within our community. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of always wanted to highlight those things. There's a very good book called The Man Not. It's by Dr. Thomas Curry. And it's a great book when it talks about like just young men, black boys, and what they go through, like, sexually and things like that. And I thought those like...
No. When I made that comment, Cavallette, she was dealing with KC. In the story that this guy tells, he said somebody knocked on the hotel room door and she began to duck behind the couch and was hoping that it wasn't KC. So this was on or around that time. So when you mention that, that's the time frame in which we're talking. I made a comment that more males are raped than women. I made that comment like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bug me out when you said. I was like, wait,
and
what?
People began to lose their mind.
Yeah.
But remember, in the I'm talking about let's go back to buck breaking, and the preference of those in power, they prefer boys. Now, us as heterosexual men who are twisted, you may be after, you might be a regular sexual predator and after a woman, but those in positions of power, those in the secret societies, those on the underground we don't hear about, their preference is men. And because men are not going to what? Talk. So you understand, you got a greater chance for a woman to say, I've been violated, and, we receive charges or pursue it. Most men will not tell you that they were violated. So you almost have a built-in secret.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how that runs. And I'm not going to get into, this is not about who gets victimized more and this and that. But you are correct. Had Mary or some guy been 24, because we made a big deal about Jay-Z and Foxy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was this.
Oh, yeah. That was there. Yeah.
And, and we tried to push his age up or push her age up. So this was something that took place. But because it was a woman, we kind of let it pass.
Yeah. And oftentimes, too, you kind of give guys stripes for that. Like, she was older. That's what's up. But then you realize that kind of stunts a lot of guys' growths. You know what I'm saying? How they just view sex and like how they deal with relationship as well.
Yeah, it stunts a lot of women's growth too.
No, I'm talking about like a younger dude with an older woman sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? I'm saying like we kind of, a lot of you dudes wear that as a badge of honor, but sometimes the psychological effects can be like, you know, longer down the line.
No, absolutely. All of these things are playing a role, and that's why I'm very big on protecting your children at all cost.
And okay, so Kim, somebody said, did he claim to be violated? I don't know how you asked the question, but that's how we have to think about this as well, right?
Right.
He could probably feel like nothing happened, but he was 16, she was 24. She was older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was technically unconsenting, and he
Yes.
wasn't an adult.
And
so I'm just talking about how we look at these things.
right, I'm pretty sure for him, he was in the music industry, and the story goes, Suge called him upstairs, and Suge was up there with P. Diddy's baby mama. I forget her name, Jaime or something, or whatever, that one. And it was a bunch of, girls there, whatever. And Mary was there, and he started kicking it. He said he left, and Suge called him back upstairs, I guess, when everybody left, and he was there with Mary. And he said that first night, nothing popped, but she kept trying to push herself. First of all, she laid in his lap, and then they went into a hotel room, and she kept pushing that thing back on him. And he was 16 at the time. I'm not sure if he was already experiencing his gayness yet, or that was something he developed later. And he said he just chilled, but then she kept flying him in. And as she was flying him in, they had an entanglement.
Okay.
So, just putting the full story out there and show you the double standards that we do go through.
That is a fact.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So in other news that I thought would be a bigger story, but like aliens, like nobody kind of cares anymore. But so remember the podcast you were listening to, the dossier about Biggie's killing, and I remember when you were talking about, I remember listening to it, and I remember thinking like, yo, why is no other outlet kind of covering this, and why is nobody making this a big deal than it is? It was just kind of like flying under the radar, but it was official stuff being discussed, big interviews being done on this podcast. But recently it came out that they actually acknowledging the guy who put this together, like the FBI agent,
Phil Carson.
And they named Biggie shooter.
Yes, they made it official. Nation of Islam member Amir Muhammad was the gunman. He was ordered by Suge Knight to get this thing done, and it was originally supposed to be a hit on Biggie. On Diddy. And they settled for Biggie. So Biggie became par for the course, or, in the situation. Now, let me state, when I say Nation of Islam member, please don't take that the wrong. Farrakhan and the uppers had nothing to do with this, or know what the hell the subordinates down below are doing. That's like saying if I work for UPS and I kill somebody, the president of UPS should be responsible. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is a member. He was a newly converted member of the Nation of Islam. And remember, a lot of these guys are coming off the streets, and they still have street-ish with them. And they're trying to convert and clean themselves up. But putting on a bow tie and a suit does not make you a converted man. No different than carrying a Bible under your arm make you a born-again Christian.
Facts.
So I'm just stating it as the story is told. Amir Muhammad of the Nation of Islam was the actual trigger man, but this has nothing to do with the nation itself, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah.
So this podcast was very good, the dossier. Because it was so well researched, and all of these FBI affidavits and documents, it just was too much to deny, and the culpability of how many people are involved.
Yeah, and they're talking about the LAPD covering and all that stuff.
Man.
Yeah.
Because of the consequences, you know what you would have to pay out?
Yeah.
Because looking at Biggie's future earnings, among other things, would probably bankrupt the city. So they knew this, so they used everybody, including Pulitzer Prize writers, to try to denounce and blow people off the trails. Some people were even killed. I forget the one investigator's name in particular who was on the trail, and he was a police officer. He was in the precinct and died. He choked or had a stroke. But just to give you an idea of where these people were willing to go to cover up this story.
Wow.
But it was magnificently done. It wasn't a lot of hearsay. It was testimony, FBI forms and documents, and it is what it is. So where we go from here is very interesting.
Yeah. Because wasn't that the first time like somebody like gave the shooter like a name, or no? Am I too young?
Well, perhaps, but Gene Deal said that was the shooter.
Oh, okay.
Gene Deal said that dude is the dude who came down and picked him out of the lineup, and then the paperwork got lost. Or it was a bunch of things that they did, but Gene Deal, because Gene Deal was doing bodyguard work.
Right.
It was his job to look around and see, you know what I mean? And he said that dude walked down, and Gene had his piece on him, and when he showed him the piece, like, you know, the dude kind of, you know, went back up, you know, but when that car was on the corner, so when Biggie and them pulled off, Gene told the car he was in to run the next 3 lights. Biggie and them cars stopped at the light, and the car came around, hit him, and then took off. And by the time Gene and them made a U-turn and got back around, it was what it was, and they got him to the hospital, and Biggie didn't make it. And I mean, his mom's did a diligent job of fighting this case, but she was fighting a system that was against her. Even from what I understand, her own lawyers were against her because they was probably pulled them in the room.
Right.
So the ethics involved with this is crazy.
Wow, that's a really big web right there.
It's a tangled web, man. And police officers killing other police officers at stoplights because, you know, listen, they had it's really, really deep. And
it makes it even more sad that he was kind of just collateral damage to something else.
Yes.
Biggie, you know what I mean?
And like somebody said, K-Lady, he was the shooter the whole time, but we couldn't confirm it. So now it's confirmed through FBI documents that he was the shooter. Because I remember somebody else doing an expose on the Biggie shooter, and they mentioned the Nation of Islam and said this guy got on a bus and came somewhere and asked certain members of the nation to get rid of this weapon. You know what I mean? And we just kind of blew that off as hearsay.
Right.
But as we begin to connect the entire story, it's multiple pieces. Remember, Big and Puff had this whole war going on that had nothing to do with nothing but egos in the grand scheme of things. And Puff and them knocked off Suge's man in Atlanta. Then Wolf got knocked off.
Yeah.
And it became a whole big mess of things that took place that transfer. This was all done to revenge Biggie's death. I mean, Tupac's death. At least that's what the story said. Because we still don't know for sure.
Well,
Hold on. This case led them to almost uncover the Tupac case.
Got you.
All of this shit is intertwined in a weird thing here going on.
That's crazy. Hopefully more just
No, this ain't a cold case. Kadeem Golson. This ain't a cold case no more. You need to watch the podcast. Now they're coming out with a documentary.
Listen
to the podcast. This is no longer a cold case. See, for years it was a cold case, and you had other people putting out a bunch of information, disinformation. This is no longer a cold case.
Okay. You're right.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the tennis player Naomi Osaka, the one Dr. Umar got at for not really embracing her Haitian heritage in the Olympics, but she first she made an announcement that she wasn't doing any press during the tournament, before or after a match and things like that. She said because answering the same questions all the time, win or lose, she's like it affects her mental health. And she said, like, she'll take the fine. Hopefully the fines go to somewhere productive. And she skipped out on the first one and was fined $15,000. But then it was just announced that she just withdrew from the tournament itself.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. And let me tell you why. If you're a tennis player, she's young. She loves tennis. She don't love the rest of that stuff that comes with tennis and being famous. See, that's two different things. And to sit there now because you owe them as an obligation 45 minutes of your time. So what did you think when you hit that ball? I thought I could make it. Well, some of these questions these people will ask you before you took the last shot, what was you thinking? Bitch, I was thinking about making a shot.
Yeah.
Like, so some of these questions are redundant and ridiculous. She is now finding out that fame comes with a price. She just wants to get out there and work on her craft, her art, playing tennis, loving the game. And now people are pulling her in all of these different directions. There are people who want you to do endorsements.
Yeah.
There are people who want to get you behind their political movement.
Yeah.
What do you think about what's going on in Japan?
Yeah.
And
Stop Asian hate. And
Stop Asian hate.
Yeah.
So her mental health is what she's trying to guard.
Right.
And she's saying, I don't want to be here to answer these questions. But if you're going to force me, I'll take the fine. Sort of like, what's his name? Marshawn Lynch.
Yo, but I just also kind of want to point out, we wouldn't be Urban X if we didn't point something else out. I also want to point out the way the media, because ESPN is like praising Naomi Osaka, like, yo, we understand mental health, but the way they went at Kyrie when he needed a break.
Absolutely.
When he, and Marshawn Lynch, exactly, when he didn't want to talk to press.
Absolutely.
For the same reason, it's just kind of like, I'm over this. It's not what I came here for. It's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to play a sport. I'm trying to win.
I'm trying to play a sport. I'm trying to win at this sport. And all of the other things that come with that, those things will drain you. So I always tell people, be careful what you ask for. When I tell you all of these super celebrities, they really want to be you again. And you're trying to be them just for a day. You think you want all that celebrity where you can't sit down in a restaurant with your family and enjoy a meal without people coming up to you, wanting you to listen to their music, take a picture with them. Oh, I support you all the time. Because I'm sitting here with my family trying to have a meal.
Yeah.
Is that possible? So, and imagine that 24/7, everywhere you go. At some point, it's like, God damn.
Who you dating? Where
Who
you
you
at?
dating?
That's a no. Oh my God.
Right.
That sounds like it is
Right.
terrible.
They would love to just be able to go out anonymously.
Yeah.
So, I want to be rich. I don't want to be famous.
Right.
And that's the difference. You want to be able to move. As you move, enjoy your riches, have time with your family. Because that's really what it boils down to. So, that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Because now she's a superstar.
Yeah.
She made 60
$55
million.
Yeah.
She's the highest paid athlete.
Yeah.
I think 2 years in a row. So we're not just giving you $55 million and we can't talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who the hell do you think you are? So, side note, my girl Simone Biles
Yeah.
has performed the triple flip.
I don't think that's what it's called.
It's not called a triple flip.
Okay.
It's called some real quantum shit.
Yeah.
And they said, no, you can't do that. It's impossible. She said, watch this.
Yeah.
And she and 3 flips in the air before she hit the ground, and they was hating.
Yeah.
They said you can't do that in the competition because nobody else can do it.
Yeah. Did we talk about? I think we spoke on the last show about the black like figure skater, and she does like this backflip.
They said
and
she
land
can't-
on one skate,
and they said she can't do
and
that
then
either.
they penalize her for doing that.
See, that's that melanin in us moving to the next level. How you gonna tell me I can't do something because y'all can't do it?
Yeah.
That's my secret move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out when the time
Yeah.
is right. I dated a chick, Miss America's roommate.
Okay.
All right, I dated Miss America. Her name was, forget who I was dating, but the roommate was Miss America 1994, South Carolina. Kimberly Akins was her name.
Okay.
She was bad, but my roommate was badder than her. It's a whole other story.
Okay.
Anyway, she used to win these contests, but in the pre-contest, she would never show her walk.
Okay.
So she had a signature walk.
Okay.
That in the rehearsals, she would never do the walk.
Okay.
And then when the competition started, she would pull out this walk, and it was some sexy shit. And it was an uproar. She would win these contests, and people would be mad at her because they didn't know she had that move.
Oh.
So I'm saying that to say you should be able to have a secret move that you pull out to win the fucking competition. Like, what the fuck's the problem? Just saying.
Sound like Zoolander. Like The left turn and the right turn.
She had a little swagger. Yeah, with some shit. She showed that shit, and I said, "Oh, that's some shit right there." Yeah.
Somebody said Ghetto Cosby story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Ghetto Cosby story.
I had something else to say. Oh, so last week we spoke about the NBA fans that were going crazy, right? Spitting on people, throwing popcorn. So Kyrie, prior to his game against Boston, he said, hopefully, the Boston fans keep it to basketball. They don't, because, I'm used to hearing racist stuff. Marcus Smart came out and said something. Jason Tatum, I guess because he's new to, the city of Boston, so he was trying to kind of keep it.
It is what it is,
yeah.
But he has to work there.
Right.
And Marcus Smart might be saying to himself, this is my last season here.
Right.
Whoever knows. But Boston is a very, very racist town. Come on,
it's always been that way. So, at the game, was this after the game this happened?
After the game.
After the game, Kyrie Irving went to the half court.
The lucky logo.
The
lucky
logo.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, and he stepped
on the leprechaun.
Smushed it. And then as he was walking, somebody threw a bottle at his head.
Just missed him.
Yeah. So again, it just kind of when I first heard that it happened, I was kind of like, of course that would happen. You know what I mean? Like, of course somebody would throw, because it felt like everybody was talking about this, and of course it would happen. You know what I mean?
Every city, sort of like they're triggering these people,
or it's just like they're kind of just manufacturing something else now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And remember, LeBron was talking about it. We got to protect our players.
Yeah, I think the way you view sports in the future, just like I said, the Knicks game, the Knicks are not going to advance. But had they advanced, the second round, they was only allowing vaccinated people into the arena. And I think it was due to the fact that spit, unvaccinated spit, hit Trae Young.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a minute, we can't have that. Mm-hmm. If anybody spit on him, it has to be vaccinated spit.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but remember, that's how they're going to use this to make sure certain people can be allowed into this arena or out of a certain arena. That's all going to be based on that.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
And so I didn't agree with Kyrie Irving. Stepping on the leprechaun, not because I give a shit about the leprechaun, which is nothing but a pygmy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you understand the true essence of leprechauns and shit and Africans and pot of gold. But it's the fact that other players still play there, and that logo means shit to people. Mm-hmm. When Terrell Owens did it in Dallas. Yeah. Don't step on nobody's logo. Shit, in Death Row, if you stepped on that fucking logo, them niggas would kill you. You better walk around that goddamn pretty-ass Death Row logo they had on that carpet. The fuck wrong with you? So, by him doing that, he added fuel to the fire. Doesn't negate the fact that somebody threw a bottle of water at him and could have cut him over his eye, and he could have been out for the series. So, I need Kyrie to take the higher road, because Kevin Garnett got at him about that. Yeah. He's like, yo, what part of the game is that? You know what I mean? Like, understand you mad at the city. But here's the thing about Boston and the Celtics. They're the first one to draft a black player. They're the first one to draft a black head coach and Bill Russell. Yeah. You know, they were the first ones to do a lot of these innovative things for black people. But the city itself, boy, man. Ooh. Yeah. A fan ran on the court tonight at the Washington Sixers game. Yeah, I feel like you guys know you know what it feels like when you're seeing something become a trend, and then people are feeding into the trend. It just don't work. But Malcolm, you get a couple of drinks.
That too.
And then your boys say, yo, I dare you. And they just be like, yo, hold my beer. You know what I mean? And it's becoming an ongoing thing. But remember, they're going to use this. Something really bad is going to happen. Because remember the Malice in the Palace.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
Ron Artest?
Artest and them boys. Yeah. Steven Jackson wasn't playing. Yeah. It was duffing people out. So they're going to use this. And then, does it have some racial overtones? Like everybody's throwing botters or pouring popcorn is white, and these players are black.
For sure. Just how athletes are viewed to white
Yes.
spectators anyway. It is racist as hell anyway.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean?
Like, you're here for our entertainment.
Right.
Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, like we want you to run and jump.
No matter how much money you make, we want you to run and we
jump.
want you to jump and entertain us. And we feel we have the right to say whatever we can say to you.
Facts.
D-Hawk, thank you for the support.
And I got a Cash App. Let's see where. Thank you for the Cash App. Larry Ferguson, we appreciate you. So let's go to commercial break.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we shall return.
Yeah.
Growth in One are all natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skin care, when it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest addition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
Come check me out, chriskeys.com. I'm worldwide.
Tony Altamirano.
Hi, I'm Gina.
What's up, everybody? I'm Win Vu, award-winning remixer.
Koya, I'm an artist.
Hi, my name's Justina Bethel.
Hi, I'm Mike Bowen from Denton, Texas.
How you doing? This is Tom Cup from Music by Tom Cups. Check out Samuel E. Archer's book, Hybrid Executive. We are in the business, and here's how you can be a better business person because you're running your business.
You can find my music at JustinaBeth_EL on Instagram or JustinaBethel.com, and I am a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive, just like you.
Follow me at Koya Music, and I'm also a hybrid executive.
I'm worldwide, baby, but just know I'm a hybrid executive. That's all you need to know, baby.
Get on up, B.
Check out my music, MikeBowen.com. I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Shanell, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
And what's making it worse? They got my peoples confused how they portray us to be. We always see in the news, we try taking a knee. They gave us D to consume, we stay comfortably.
You know the system been trying to get us since they Olsen twinned us with the white girl. Cook in the kitchen, getting blended till it turn into rock. Then we distribute, then the system got police in our vision. Then we see prison, this is vivid. I've seen it and lived it, them people wicked, painting.
And I feel misplaced by this faith. It don't be facts, I'm giving you life. Beautify the world just like plant life. My messages and words when they're spoken. Beautify the world just like plant life. We come from greatness, there's nothing we are greater than.
We're back.
We are back. Did you guys miss us? You're right.
I think they did.
Oh, let me like my own shit. Huh?
Yeah, don't forget to like, man. Hit the like button.
Please.
Wipe your feet when you get in here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate y'all. We do.
Yes. And we thank you for supporting those businesses.
Yes.
We get a new rollout Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday, yes. It starts a new month, so we have some new people that are advertising with us and who will be added to the Black Business Directory on our website. You know what I'm saying?
And I think we have maybe one slot available, so hit sales at urbanx.nyc. But you got to have your stuff together and be quick on the move.
Yes.
1 minute commercials that really call to action, that explain what your business is, how people can get in touch with you.
Audio got to be
Audio
right.
got to be tight,
all
visuals.
That stuff, yeah.
Because we want to help you out.
Yes, that is
as
a
much
fact.
as we can.
And don't forget, guys, don't forget to tell a friend to subscribe.
Please do that.
That's it.
Please do that.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we expressed our frustration with, YouTube and how they do us with our numbers and stuff like that. But we need your help as well.
And we need you to all look down and make sure you're still subscribed, because a lot of people have been complaining that they've been unsubscribed. They just know our show is coming on, so they in tune. But make sure you still subscribe, because I done figured out these guys are really goofy with it.
Yeah.
8 people subscribed, 4 people they unsubscribed.
Yeah.
And we running in place.
Yeah.
With our numbers.
Yeah. It's not about numbers, but we don't like feeling cheated. You feel me?
Still.
But let's keep going.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, I was on Twitter. I saw something pretty disturbing.
What was that, Malcolm?
I saw a clip from an upcoming episode of Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
In which...
That used to be my show with you.
I didn't watch Blue's Clues.
You watched Blue's
Clues?
I
didn't watch Blue's
Clues.
Clues.
No, that's Eli and
Yeah,
Odyssey.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't watch Blue's
All right, Eli and Odyssey. I got a lot of kids. A lot of different generations and shit. Eli and Odyssey. Okay.
So, apparently, they're doing a song about the Pride Parade, because June is Pride Month.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're doing a song about pride, and it was talking about having 2 mommies and 2... Can I play it? I want to play it.
Sure, play it.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. I'm going to play it for you guys.
Love each other.
Hold on.
Families marching one by one. Hurrah!
Turn it down.
This family has 2 mommies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big parade. Families marching 2 by 2. Hurrah!
This is real.
Hurrah! Families marching 2 by 2. Hurrah! Hurrah! This family has 2 daddies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big parade.
Okay, that's it. Ooh. So, you guys have heard it there. And the person that's singing it apparently in the show is a transgendered person.
Actually, it looks like the lady who goes around to them kindergarten schools.
Yeah.
The transgender.
That's probably
telling them to bust it open, and yes, it looks like her.
Yeah.
If you've seen the visuals.
Yeah. So that's where we're at now, man.
Yeah, and I'm almost totally desensitized to it, because this is the reality. We have allowed this reality to be forged. We allow somebody to put a hack in the programming, and we didn't see it as a virus when it was being downloaded. We saw it as something that ran in the background. All right?
Yeah.
At first, and then next thing you know, it's running your main programs, and here it is. So it's because these are questions you're gonna have to answer.
Yeah.
If Noble's in school, my man Tommy got 2 daddies.
Yeah.
How come I don't have 2 daddies? Or whatever. And
yeah.
you as a parent, because listen, children will ask you some bizarre things, man. And me and T had to go to school. Kindergarten. Odyssey was telling the kids babies came out of vaginas and shit, and she was adamant about it too. Mommy, don't them babies come out the vagina? We had to go to school. She had heard it from other kids, but we had to go to school and talk about it and shit. So, and I'm always talking about you moving the the age in which you open your children up to the world around them. You have to keep moving that goalpost.
Yeah.
Because this is the world we live in. It's not something we can ignore anymore. It is It is in the fabric of what's going on.
Yeah, and
I'm not one to ignore the world as I see it.
That's a fact. I agree with that. So, but I also want to just point out the fact that how this was able to be implanted, because what was happening was they were using, this is my personal opinion, I truly feel like this, they were using black women, and they were using the LBG thing, they were hopping that on the back of feminism. Mm-hmm. And they were using black women and black men to go at each other over this situation, right? And black men, and I felt like black men were just saying like, yo, this is just like, just natural stuff, like this is just not,
I'm uncomfortable with
this is not what it is. And black women were flipping on men, and then what's happening now?
Yeah.
Women are complaining about they can't find any good men.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's so bizarre.
And the bizarre thing about it is, in retrospect, when we look back at it, it's our own fault.
And what they were doing too, you know how what they do with like every just kind of logical argument, they flip it to make it not make sense to you. So I could say I don't. All right, cool. You're gay. I don't care. I'm homophobic for not caring.
Right.
So now the argument flips to making you care and shaming you into caring and shaming you into giving a damn about all. It was nuts.
But that's the psychology. No different than you being unvaccinated.
Yeah. Now it's like, okay, I don't care that you're vaccinated. Just don't let me. Just don't push that on me.
Right.
And now what? You're not vaccinated, and it's
so that's
nuts.
all a part of that process.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your life. You can never make me see the importance of it.
Can you take that off the screen? Like, what's up? Like,
but this is the world we live in, guys. And if you want to live in a world where you act like you don't see it, and that works for you, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's not the real world we live in. We have to see it. You work with one. You related to one.
Yeah.
You play ball with them. You go to court with them. You ride the bus. This is the world we live in. So it's not going to move me off my square in any shape, form, or fashion. And I'm a parent, and I told you that. Mm-hmm. So I'm never going to stop loving my child, but that doesn't mean I have to. Just like if your child was a hooker.
Facts, yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't love your child. You disagree with your child being a hooker.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the same concept. And I'm only speaking to parents who have gay children.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm speaking to parents who have gay children. This is not about the love for your child. You love your child to the end of the earth, and you still can disagree because you don't understand the nuances of this particular lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. Never abandon your child. And you get some people, one dude in the comment section a couple of weeks ago said he stopped talking to his mother because after years and years he found out she was gay. And that disturbed me. You stopped talking to your mother because you found out she made a choice in her life? I didn't say you had to agree with the choice. So, don't go that deep with it. Your children need your support. And the environment, they're being attacked for more ways than you can ever imagine. You can no longer guard the psychology of your child the way you used to. They all got smartphones. Mm-hmm. They all got this. They see in the world around them. So we have to do the best we can do as parents and never get stuck in parenting a certain way. Each child, all my children, my three sons, are 7 years apart. And I had to father them different every 7 years based on the times and trends that came about. So I hope that makes any kind of sense.
And Shelly M, so she said not all black women. That's a fact. I'm sorry. I don't like generalizing.
Yeah, don't generalize because a
fact.
lot of our women are rolling with us.
Yeah, that's a fact. My fault.
And they rolling with us thick. They tell you, I'm with black men. I know y'all going through something. So, yeah, we understand that. So we don't want to generalize.
Yeah, but, okay, so this is, you guys are hearing it from Malcolm. Malcolm is not allowing his kid to be exposed to over sexualization either way at a young age. That's my line in the sand.
Okay.
And I'm not moving off that.
And you should draw that line in the sand, and it's going to require you. This is why I'm always telling parents, keep your hands on your children. What do you mean by that, Dot? You got to be involved in their lives. You have to be involved in their lives so that these conversations that you have with your children are not icky, they're not uncomfortable. I ain't never had a conversation with my children that's uncomfortable. And I put it all on the line. You know what I mean? And this and that. And so we have these really great conversations, and I keep my hands on them. Where you going? How can I get them without overly parenting? I give my children opportunities to make mistakes and grow, but I still want to keep my hands on them so that we don't lose. And you pop up with a girlfriend, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming. You know, speaking about like Odyssey So keep your hands on your children. Have your boundaries, but know that those boundaries used to hold a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But when the child goes outside of the house now, because that's the whole goal, was to get your children's minds. And the television used to be the only thing you had to turn off in the house.
Yeah.
And now it's the TV, it's the radio, it's social media, it's this and that. And our children are constantly being bombarded.
Real quick, I remember I was 18 and I was going to the strip club for the first time with my friends. And then you were just like, all right, cool, have fun, do your thing. And then I came back. I was like, this wasn't my thing. He was like, I figured it wouldn't be, but I just needed you to experience that for yourself.
I needed you to experience it for yourself.
That's my thing.
And because it's a very low vibration.
Yeah, it was a meat market. I was
it's really a meat market, and you go in there and you shopping for meat.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
You know when, like, especially like when everybody's just when stuff is happening and you have like a different
you're in a different vibration.
You just kind of, I'm just like, for real, shorty. Like,
I'm uncomfortable in most places I go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have small talk with you. I really want to get stimulated by some great conversation. So most places I go, it could be with my boys just to a restaurant. I am uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Except my A1 from day ones because I could just chill.
Yeah.
So in the strip club, it's the same thing. Now, don't get it twisted. I've thrown many a dollar.
I've had
I've assimilated.
I was about to say that I assimilated to the environment, but it was still just because remember I was 18, so they gave us bands, right?
Right. So
those at Sue's, so I couldn't drink. But I saw strippers like with the band. I'm like, damn, you 18, like you know what I mean? Like you can't even drink in here, and you get naked.
Like, I've been to bachelor parties in my day. Well, we getting 2 strippers, but it's never something that has ever made me personally comfortable. But I know people. Listen, I know niggas who got the boom boom room. You know what I mean? And it pops. So, but that's to each his own.
Right, rest in peace, Sue's. Damn, facts.
True story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, again, this just boils down to reiterate, the world we live in is changing around us, and it goes back to my analog versus digital thesis. If you analog and you're not going to at least get a digital upgrade to somewhat, it's going to be a tough time for you to survive.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, you was telling me about this naked yoga on YouTube?
Yes.
Couldn't believe it.
Somebody in our chat, in an email, and they was talking about naked yoga. And I said, come on, naked yoga. And sure enough, I put in naked yoga, and these ladies was butt-ass naked. I mean, doing butterfly moves where all of their shit was like looking right at
on
me.
YouTube.
On YouTube.
On the tube.
On the tube. And I was blown away because there's no way in hell they gonna let me with the Loch Ness Monster get up here and start doing yoga butt ass naked. No way in hell.
Oh man.
Bending over in weird positions and shit.
Yo, I think we joking. Look it up.
Stretch this, move that. It's no way
naked
in hell.
yoga on YouTube. Look it up.
Yeah, look that shit
Look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
And sure enough, but that goes back to the double standard that we speak about. And all they have to do is say this is for educational purposes.
That's nuts.
That's all you need to say. This is for educational purposes.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, my fault, guys. So, along with today being Memorial Day, it is also the 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa Massacre.
Yes.
That happened on Black Wall Street.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know that happened twice.
Yes, it did. We rebuilt it.
We rebuilt it, then it happened again.
And they burned it down
Didn't
again.
know that. I was blown away when I heard that. But I didn't know how extensive Black Wall Street was until doing my own research, because schools, they don't really talk about that.
Mhm.
But how we had our own planes, hospitals, all of that
services,
stuff, cab services,
bus services,
but then
beauty salons.
so when you hear this stuff, and then you think about, because a lot of people that talk about, we need Black Wall Street back, we need to build up Black Wall Street again. It comes down to industry. Like, every layer of society needs to be present for that to really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like hospitals, we don't have hospitals.
Right.
We don't have police. We don't have police stations. We don't have our own fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't have.
But we don't have our own landmass.
Right.
Or
yeah.
not here in so-called America.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so when Elijah Muhammad was saying separation is the only way, meaning if we have these large landmasses that we should inherit, they belong to us.
Yeah.
Then it begins to where you start dealing about industry and we need to do this. But I've always said segregation over integration any day. Not because we was forced to do for ourselves. We were forced to teach our own children and provide services and barter, among other things, with each other. The integration weakened us.
Yeah.
Wanting to get a part of the American dream and all of this kind of stuff, it weakened us.
And so when we talk about also, and I think we also are short-sighted when we talk about black business and supporting black business, because supporting a store that's a black-owned store is literally like the first level.
Yes.
Literally the first level. Who stocks that store? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
When we have black warehouses that stock these stores, and black, even like chip companies, like we need black chip companies who can fund those warehouses to stock these stores.
Yes.
That's how like the Asian community literally does it. Like they have somebody at every level of industry that they can kind of like just
and even
go
in their
to.
Chinese restaurants, I never see a corporation truck show up. It's always a beat up van, and in that van is cats and dogs, which they have properly seasoned with mama's cooking and chopped and curated into chicken chunks.
Listen, whatever's on that sesame chicken sauce
is the shit.
It is. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
true story.
Yeah, that General Tso's sauce.
So, but they bring their own noodles. Everything they do is self-sufficient from beginning to end. And we don't own no meat factories,
Right.
or we probably do farms. But I know what you're saying, from A to Z.
Yeah.
And so it's so many levels. You think when you purchase something, that's a great piece. But behind the scenes, before that stuff even made it to the store, is what we're talking about. BuyBlack.com is a good website.
Yo, I told you, that episode Killer Mike did
was amazing.
It was deep.
It was
and
amazing.
I think like people kind of, because he was joking throughout in the following episodes and stuff like that, but I think people just kind of miss the point of that. He went to a black-owned restaurant. He was like, man, I'm hungry. Finally. Did this come from a black farm? Nah.
No.
Damn, I can't eat here.
I can't eat here. Who curated this or whatever the case may be? So again, it's layers to it. So don't pump your chest. Well, pump your chest whenever you can do business with another black person. That's fine. But we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
And when I speak about that 400-year period,
Yeah.
that's what happened in the 400 years. We spent that time prepping other people's industry.
Yeah.
Railroads, farms, picking cotton,
Movies.
all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we funded their industry to now their industry is on autopilot. And now we are behind the 8 ball and we don't know how to, get ahead.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that because I saw a few black-owned bodegas. I'm like, that's fire. Like, it's a couple in the Bronx, and I'm like, that's tough. But then I'm just like, who stocks those shelves?
Like
and they probably running themselves ragged trying to get suppliers because...
Right.
Remember, we talked about Goya.
Goya shelves.
Yeah.
All of them Dominican stores. For them, Goya will shelve you for free, and you work off consignment. They do that for their people. And that's huge because Goya's line of products is huge. You can basically almost fill your whole store with that. And they got that black book in the store.
Oh, yes.
For credit.
Yeah.
You speak Hispanic?
Yeah.
You speak Hispanic? And they write your shit down in the ledger.
Yeah.
Let me try that. Let me get no papi, no can do papi. I can help you. I come in this store for 10 years.
Yeah.
See, papi, I no help you. I can't. You know what I mean? You want the $5? You want to spend the $5? You don't want to spend the $5.
Why the cat will sleep on the bread?
Why the cat sleep on the bread, Mr. Rivera? So this is how they help themselves and their communities. Now, in Harlem, it used to be black stores all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coffee shops and this and that. So I'm curious to see where they're getting their products from.
But I think that should be like the next step in like our growth, like as innovators. You know what I'm saying? Like now, try to skip the step and go to like manufacturing, something, whatever the field is, whatever the you know what I mean, or like a warehouse or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's gonna have to be a part of the process if we truly want to say we own things, or we got to get it from China like everybody else.
Oh, Biden said China's gonna own America in 15 years.
Nigga, China own America now.
Yeah, I think how much debt we into them for?
Shit, this shirt not saying made in China. Shit. Oh, we in debt. Trust me. We in heavy debt to China.
And if they were to just say,
well, let's cash in our.
We need that.
Cash in our chips.
It'd be a wrap.
True story.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Byron Allen is currently suing McDonald's for $10 billion.
All right, well, yeah. Gotta sue somebody.
$10 billion.
I got a friend, I won't say his name. This nigga been suing people his whole life. This nigga's whole life is about suing people. Don't let him come to your house, nigga. The nigga fall. and sue your ass.
Well, yo, that's what that dude Charleston White said. He said like every job he had, he sued them. He was like, I got them for $10,000. I got them for $40,000. He said like, and he gave his whole plan on how he does it. He just like work safety. And he said he'll complain. Know that the manager will be mad at him for complaining. He'll say, yeah, I complain, and then know they'll start treating him different, and then he'll just wind up suing.
Yep.
That's nuts.
Dun. Here's Malcolm. Dun. He's suing his dad. He didn't put the screws in his chair correctly.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see all that kind of shit going on all the time.
Yeah, so he's suing McDonald's for intentionally discriminating against entertainment studios and the Weather Group and refusals for contracts, advertising, basically.
So he back on that shit again.
Yeah.
And he's going to probably do another black tour.
Nah, I don't think he's going to run that again.
Why not? It worked the first time.
It didn't work the first time. Well, he lost.
He lost, but because of
George Floyd,
and Black Lives Matter, he won. You know what I mean? They threw him a bone. If he come back on Breakfast Club saying, come on, y'all got to get behind me. I'm like, bro, and you ain't signed this podcast yet? And you ain't, like, what you doing out here?
Nah, but like, what is that going to do getting the people behind you? Like, I guess getting more exposure out there, but.
That's my point. Yeah. He was fighting a conglomerate. Comcast, wasn't he fighting Comcast?
Comcast, yeah.
So he was fighting a conglomerate and was trying to get the people to rally behind him because it had racial overtones.
Yeah, and I doubt he think he's gonna get the whole $10 billion.
If he get $1 billion, he did good.
That's a fact.
You know, you sue people.
Yeah.
And you settle. You know, you a professional suer, and you know you make pretty good cash.
Oh, he sued them from both his companies because remember he owns the Weather Channel and
because they're probably not allowing him to advertise.
Yeah.
And he figured
racial discrimination and ad spending.
Yes. And that's another aspect of ownership.
Yeah.
You own something, but if you can't make the connections to promote your business properly via the vehicles that are available, then you're almost hindered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're almost hindered.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, if I own a record company, but the distribution don't want to. This is old school because now everything is digital. But during that time, if you ain't got no distribution, I don't care how successful you want to be. Hence, when
Jay
Prince and them,
Irv
Gotti and Suge and them try to create their own distribution.
Looking at the entire industry.
Right. They had already mastered how to make the records and promote them.
Yeah.
Now they want to get the records to the store, and that's when all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
That's when they all were brought up on charges simultaneously.
Like they're trying to see, like, wait, this is okay. It goes another level to where we keep most of the money. So, again, crazy stuff.
Crazy.
So keep your eye on that, because I haven't heard a lot of people. I've only seen the Grill, which he owns, reporting on that. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't he own? I think he does own the Grill.
I'm not sure, but he's fighting an uphill battle because the final frontier of this is media.
Yeah.
Because media controls your thoughts.
Yeah.
How you think they was able to pull off this C-19?
Yeah.
All media.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All media. You know what I mean? So he's trying to nudge himself into an area where he can control minds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the whole Bill Cosby so-called allegedly trying to buy NBC was a major problem. Imagine 50 Cosby-like shows that depicted black people in the most positive light ever.
Right.
You can say what you want to say about Bill, but that Cosby show and A Different World still resonate with people, right? Who else showed black people to this day in that light on TV?
Right.
I'll wait. You know what I mean? So that's the power of the media. And a lot of black kids will tell you the only reason I even thought about going to college was watching A Different World.
Yeah.
So, just saying.
And it's time for another commercial break.
Time for another commercial break.
And we shall return.
We shall. Let's get those likes up.
Please. Free World Boss, thank you.
Free World Boss, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we talk that we angry and mad, just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, while we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby, me, and Arthur C. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen, and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Hey, Leslie here, and I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Please engage with the content, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And here are the drops for the month of May. Do not stay at the Union Hotel in Brooklyn. And today we're here with my dad, Henry Vaughn. And all programming is not created equal.
Like Pro Tools?
Like Pro Tools, Cubase.
I use butter instead of olive oil. Butter's a better emulsifier.
Shoe salesmen used to lace up the shoe while they were holding the shoebox. Didn't you think that was so cool? 6, 5, I have to get these shoes. But yeah, so these are the LeBrons. These are the LeBrons I have. And if you saw the KS interview, I came up with a new show. Take a look.
You just rough, man. Like,
and I'm like, men and women aren't friends. But do you agree?
You know, you might scare them off because of your alpha tendencies.
Is that too soon? Too soon. But I asked my friend, he said there's no such thing.
Today's climate, being safe is priority number one. With crime on the rise, we're all left with this magical question: how can I be safe and protect my family? Well, Professor Griff is offering a course that's similar to laser tag, but it's for adults. This safe and firearm-free course will train you in real-life scenarios so that you can avoid being a victim. This course is growing in popularity as a date night out. Add fun and excitement back into your love life, and the reviews are incredible. For more information, call this number below.
Thank you guys for being here with us all night. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Not all night, but you know.
Yeah, I want to thank the Real Birdman Jr. Thank you for the donation twice. And Anthony Williams.
Ashton Law, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. Can y'all talk about what Judge Joe Brown said about Kamala Harris? I sent it to y'all on Twitter. What he said about Kamala Harris, that she slept her way to the top?
Oh, Kamala Harris, that's a goddamn hoe. That's what she is. I'm going to tell you now. I remember back in the day, she tried to give me that pussy. I said, no, this Judge Joe Brown. I ain't going nowhere near you, Kamala. And what about that girl, Lizzo, with her ass out?
Oh, yeah.
And every goddamn thing. That ain't nice either, big old lumpy ass. Nobody want to see that goddamn ass take up the whole goddamn screen. And I'm going to tell you something else. No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what, because he was on with Kwame Brown.
Yeah, he was with Kwame.
And people lost it. People was hitting me up. Like, I need both of them on the show. Fun fact, we almost had Judge Joe Brown on the show years ago, like when we first started.
Oh,
but it just kind of like never panned out. But yeah, he be going in.
He be going in. He be bodying it.
Yeah, he be going in.
And then I saw a picture with what's the guy who used to have a TV show? He had Kamala and another chick with him.
Montel.
Yeah,
I think he used to mess with Montel.
Yeah. He was knocking that down.
Yeah.
He was knocking that down.
Yeah.
Now she the president.
Facts.
And that's the way it goes.
Real quick, I watched it for all the parents out there. I watched this movie called Coco on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that, but I didn't have an excuse. Now I can see it. Noble wants to see it.
It's great. I loved it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like it was about the ancestors and about how you have to keep, like, you know, their picture up to remember them, and how ancestors, like, they don't want to be forgotten. And
wow,
it was incredible.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I loved it. Yeah.
Did you cry?
No, almost. It was
like
thug tear. It was
a
just
little
like
thug tear almost came down your eye.
And nobody didn't know what was happening, but we can use him as an excuse to watch these movies.
That's all I just want to relive my childhood.
Yeah, great movie.
That is it. I'm taking him to see Space Jam. He ain't gonna know what's going on.
That's a fact.
It ain't gonna matter.
Yeah.
True story.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, Germany has formally acknowledged a colonial genocide in Namibia and will pay reparations.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, they apologized to Namibia for a colonial era slaughter of up to 80,000 people when their troops put down a tribal uprising, and it offered $1.3 billion in aid for reconstruction and development. Took long enough,
and even segueing that back into the Oklahoma situation, reparations is on the table.
Yes,
for the ancestors of that.
Yeah,
which could open up, a can of worms.
Yeah.
For other things to happen, because if reparation finally becomes the theme in which people are beginning to speak, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. And when we have to have this conversation about like reparations and things like that, and in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like it's to even get a government to formally acknowledge that they messed up.
Yes,
that's like probably like the biggest step, right?
Yeah.
So when I forget who acknowledged the Armenian genocide as an actual genocide, that was a big deal, because now like you have to like put some money on the table.
You got to put some money on the table. And that's why they're telling you this slavery thing ain't real, or forget about it. It's so many layers to that, which now makes you culpable. You got to pay. Got to pay.
Yep.
Shout out Leslie, who's in the chat.
Shouts out to Leslie.
Leslie got a birthday coming, right?
Oh, snap.
Ooh, Leslie's gonna be 21. All the ladies 21.
Oh, snap.
And hey, Leslie, our deepest condolences. We heard.
Yeah.
You had a family situation. I don't want to put too much of your business out there, but we sending love and support.
Yes.
To you and stuff like that, because that's, we're all family here.
Word. Yeah. So, did you hear? I ran across a story about these cicadas that came out of hibernation from 17 years, and people are like complaining. They calling like local authorities because they complain how loud they are.
They are loud when
in their neighborhood because but these are like really like big cicadas too.
Okay, but the question is, Malcolm, I'm running this through my head movies.
Yeah.
You said they've been in hibernation for 17 years. Where the hell were they?
I don't know. I think I'm underground.
And now they hear what's changing in the vibratory frequency of the planet that's bringing them up. And if they're here, who else is coming, Malcolm? 17 years is a long time. And now they just going to show back up?
Yeah. It be stories like that where I'm just like, yo, why is nobody... Shouldn't we be concerned about this?
Yeah.
No, nobody and everybody
And it's something else I need to ask my people who live in the South, because I'm not really sure. What's up with the birds? Have y'all been seeing lots of birds? Because here in the city, I don't even see pigeons no more. One or two.
I see pigeons.
I don't see pigeons as much as I used to see pigeons. No, it was some bird shit on my car recently.
Yeah.
So they're around. But there used to be an influx of birds singing and chirping. I don't hear it. I'm not trying to get on my conspiracy theory, but my brothers and sisters in the South, just pay attention to the frequency changing. Maybe birds are flying further and further south, or, it's springtime. We should see plenty of birds. I live across the street from a goddamn forest, basically. No birds.
Oh, yeah, tell everybody where you live.
Forest, nigga. I live across the street. That's a weird statement. I live across the street from a forest. Niggas is like, I don't know where this nigga live. Street, forest. I don't get it. Yeah.
Courtney Bush said it always takes 17 years. Okay, cool. I stand corrected.
Oh, for them to...
yeah, I guess.
Oh, they got a 17-year cycle.
Oh, that's still, interesting as hell.
Yeah, what do they do for the 17 years?
17 years? They
that
just
they're not
sleep?
here?
Okay.
A lot of deadbeat dads might know what that's like. Show up 17 years. Come here, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Nigga, where you been?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Nah,
Dad's home.
Yeah, I want a relationship now.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
You told me about a man killing drone who killed a man in Turkey.
A drone. They got these killer drones now.
Who it wasn't told to kill anybody.
Out of the Turkish military that went to Libya or was on its own looking for a man, and it wasn't authorized to do so. This is bad.
Yeah.
Because you've seen all the movies.
Yeah.
And now we hear
facial recognition.
Yeah. And now drones are starting to think on their own. That's a terrible issue, or a malfunction of sorts, or however you want to look at it. It's ass backwards.
Yeah.
Because drones in the sky, because you're going to start seeing more and more drones. Amazon is experimenting with them dropping your packages in rural places with drones. Weed companies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start, hey, I got a picture of you. I'm dropping the bundle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be the future of airway travel, so to speak. So, but imagine a rogue drone.
Yeah.
Or the police now ain't no more standing in the corner, because we scanning your faces. Niggas could shoot you, all kind of shit.
Isn't there a lot of drones in China? Don't they do that?
I'm not really sure. I haven't been to China.
Obviously.
I wouldn't know.
But I think that's like a thing. No? What I said.
Somebody said Terminator looking more and more possible. The drone's killing the pigeons. Boom, exactly. Facts.
That's funny.
Facts, motherfucking drones is killing the pigeons.
That's funny.
Somebody killing them.
Yeah.
Somebody killing them.
So remember we talked about the vaccine lottery in Ohio. Somebody won. White girl. She won $1 million.
$1 million. They called up and said, "You're the winner."
That's great. And they think like they said if $1 million don't drive people, or the chance to win $1 million don't drive people to take the vaccine, they don't know what will.
Well, it hasn't budged me from my seat
at all.
I'm like, you want $1 million, girl?
I'm good.
You won't be living long enough to see it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
good.
I was wrong on the shop, my shop theory, because I thought like LeBron would like announce like he was vaccinated on the shop. He didn't. I'm glad.
Speaking of the shop, I thought that was a pretty good episode.
It was.
Jay-Z kind of commandeered the episode, but I thought the story he told with DMX was dope at the end of the parts, because it's a true story. DMX was killing them at shows, and Jay-Z had to find his own niche and get in on that. So I thought that was really good. I always liked the shop. I like Maverick Carter. Hate.
No. Okay.
He had to take a deep breath.
Yeah, no, I don't. I like him, but it feels like his questioning sometimes is like really.
It's not that kind of show.
Like just
it's low hanging fruit. He's leading you to what the masses would want to hear.
Yeah.
Get out of your. I'm gonna box him in and ask him some.
No,
deep shit.
I'm not trying to box nobody in with a question.
No.
But I'm just talking about like sometimes it just like you said he's leading.
It's very rudimentary.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking when you wrote that song?
Yeah.
What the fuck you think I was thinking?
That's what I mean.
I need a fucking hit. Man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But it's a family show.
Yeah.
So even though they say nigga up the wazoo on that show,
they do.
LeBron.
It seems like LeBron goes out his way to say nigga.
Yeah, he's extra. Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm like, calm down, son. You don't have to take it there.
Yeah.
Kids look up to you, LeBron.
Yeah. That's funny. Oh, did you guys see? Speaking of me being wrong about LeBron taking the vaccine, did you see Dwayne Wade's commercial about the vaccine?
Listen, he makes me want to vomit, man. What happened to this dude?
That was my guy.
What happened to this dude's life, man?
That was my.
This guy just got on TV last week and said his wife just runs everything. Where did he find this monster? She's a monster.
That was my guy, man.
Jeez.
And then it's like,
but you should have saw all the signs. Look at the way that man dressed.
It was fashion.
Yeah. No, nigga. I know what fashion looked like. That shit was fairy tale fashion. That wasn't no, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Real men is like, you will never catch me with my ankles showing and some butt hugging pants with a fucking tight ass shirt.
Nah. All right.
This nigga coming to the game with a fucking man purse. And they talking about he ain't gonna play ball. What kind of ball he playing? The fuck out of here with that shit. So I'm not with none of that shit. I will never be a supermodel. Just won't be.
But remember, I always felt like they were. He was like parading his child out to be used in different ways.
A sacrifice of some sort, offering.
Yeah, and that was like it was. He has more kids, but it was just him, Gabrielle, and the transgendered child. So
in the commercial.
Yeah, in the commercial.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, again, what are the goals here? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that was my guy, man.
I did tell you about the time I was a supermodel. Yeah.
You did.
Man, one of my ghetto Cosby. Somebody need to compile all my ghetto Cosby stories.
That'd be a lot. We almost had 200 episodes, man.
Well, I will pay for that.
Okay.
Comb through the episodes, find all the ghetto Cosby episodes, and make a compilation of them. I will pay you for that, for sure.
Okay.
Because some of them I told 2 and 3 times. I forget, and I when I tell them.
Exactly.
But I was a supermodel. Ooh, bro. I'm not sure you prepared for that. You better tell your little man before you get there, son, you about to see more ass than you have ever seen. Don't disrespect the family. Stay low. Be on medium swole. That's it. Don't act like you just came out the pool. But don't act like the party has started, nigga. Medium swole. Just
act like you've been here before.
Act like you've been here before, nigga. Because you will get thrown the fuck off by this shit. I had no idea.
Oh, that's funny.
That everybody was walking around this bitch butt ass naked. Like nothing. I had no idea.
That's funny.
No idea. None.
Oh, man. So, also in other news, there is a transgendered bodybuilder in the Olympics, right? And one of the rivals said that it feels like a bad joke that that she's in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Laurel Hubbard.
She's a bodybuilder?
Yes.
Said? Okay.
Obviously is winning, and obviously people are upset at this. Like, what the hell?
Because she's a man.
Yes.
With man biceps.
Yes.
Winning the women's competition.
Yes, from New Zealand.
Yeah, that's foul.
Foul.
And I thought we decided...
Hubbard, who competed, this is from the article, who competed in men's competitions before transitioning in 2013, is set to become the first transgender athlete to compete in the Olympics after they modified qualifying requirements.
So he was a loser as a man, basically.
Yes.
Couldn't win.
Yes.
And then he saw an opportunity.
Yes.
Let me just become a woman, and then I can win all the shit.
Yep.
And people can be proud of me like I did some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good hustle. Yep. Really good hustle.
And then the person who was speaking out about this said, like, obviously prior to this, they fully support transgendered athletes, but now it's kind of like...
Listen, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
If they don't have their own lane,
Yeah.
and I think that's fair. This should be transgendered competition, where all the transgenders get together and have their own league of whatever it is they do. Because I'm going to tell you now, if you beat my little granddaughter in the head, and you Tommy and you fucking little Tommy, but you identify as a girl, and you beat my little granddaughter, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Because I am going to then identify as whatever the fuck you are, a 7-year-old transgender boy myself, and beat the hell out of you, and will face no charges.
Facts.
Because I have identified.
Listen, I'm waiting for this special case to come out where everything just kind of eats itself.
Yes.
Like I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
What
and
about
I can't
what
wait.
about if a pedophile decides I identified as a 7-year-old boy when I was touching that 7-year-old girl? What are y'all gonna do with this shit? What are y'all gonna do with this shit? And you can't tell me that's not how I identify, because now you're being transformed.
And now I have precedents.
Absolutely.
I have other cases I can pull from that y'all let it rock. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sad stuff.
That's where it goes.
Somebody said, "Don't get me angry." And this was a South Park episode. I was just telling him before the show.
It was a South Park episode, and it was funny as shit.
I was telling him, South Park might not be on it like The Simpsons, but like actual like telling the future. But when it comes to political and social, like they be on it.
They truly do make fun.
They be on it,
of the
man.
shit you guys think is something real. It really is.
Oh my gosh.
True story.
Let's get guys get your questions ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get your questions ready.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
You showed me the rainbow Legos.
Oh yeah, rainbow.
Yeah.
Lego's got the new rainbow joints out.
Yeah.
As if your kid is not confused enough trying to build shit. Now you got to build shit in a sequence of rainbow shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's the new Legos.
It's up on screen.
Yeah, this is where we're going with this. Guys, it's here. You have allowed this to happen. Not you, per se.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? They kept upgrading the program, upgrading until we just accepted the programming. And now it's not natural, but it's normal.
And be very weary of the tricks. So the tricks to make people seem quote unquote bigoted or homophobic or transphobic, meaning when you see pictures of like the Pride Parade and you see guys dressed in like the full leather suits next to a little girl, right? And you're supposed to be okay with it. No, like you're not. Like that's not okay, right? Mm-hmm. So be wary of those things where they try to again have like super sexualized stuff around kids, and because it's Pride Month, and I'm trying to get my kids okay with Pride stuff. Like that's listen. Like be wary of that kind of stuff because you're gonna see a lot of that at this moment.
And I I don't remember the case because I'm going to add a little bit of my own shit to the story because that's what I do. It was a restaurant. Stanton, what's her name?
Angela Stanton?
Yeah, she posted it. It was a specific restaurant that was showing drag, and they brought some little girls out the crowd and was having them dance and telling them to get their money. And she was disturbed by that, Angela Stanton, and she went to the manager about it and complained, like, how you going to tell these little kids to get their money, out here? So this stuff is going on. It's going on all the time.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
There was a rapper that committed suicide, I think yesterday or today, and it's coming out that he committed suicide over his girlfriend. So a lot of people, upset about that.
Wow, what was his name?
Lil Loaded.
Little Loaded, and he was having problems with his girlfriend.
I guess that's what his friend said. He actually put up a lengthy Instagram post before taking his life. And the post said something. He was writing. He said, through all my, it says, genuinely ask for me. I ask for entrance into your kingdom. Through all my mistakes, I know you love all of your children, and I'm ready for my heart and soul to join you. And that was his last post.
Wow.
Sad.
Very sad. Back to the mental issues, and it's going on in this country big time. And just because he was a rapper, see, that's a persona. And I don't know what his music was about, young guy.
Same.
And he had some problems with his girlfriend, and for you to take your life, it's really, really tough. So my condolences go out to his family.
Yeah, I learned too, and this is off this topic, but you learn a lot about people you thought you knew when it comes to their women.
Oh, I told you, money, women, and religion or knowledge are three things that you have to watch when you're trying to understand people in general.
Yeah.
Right? Men get real. When the woman is in the equation, you see some dudes get real possessive. You see some dudes who don't know how to act around women in general. Niggas always showing off, getting extra loud. All the drama is about that.
Or you know somebody who's genuinely tough. You know what I'm saying? But that one woman that just knows how to work them. You know what I mean?
It'd be a rap.
Yeah, that's I always find that interesting.
Come on, women run the world, bro.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? I already told my wife if she ever think about it, I come kill her ass.
I think I'll use this for evidence. You better stop.
We'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Lil Loaded.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. To you and your family,
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't listen to his music. It's more maybe Eli's age group, or maybe Odyssey might know about his particular music. But what's up with this mass shooting that took place in Miami?
Oh, that was nuts. 20 people got shot.
Yeah.
One person got killed.
2 people got killed.
Oh, 2 people got
shot.
Yeah.
And when I see the white vehicle pull up and these dudes just run out, seem like with no purpose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna air. I'm just gonna
air
spray.
this out
Yeah.
and get back in my vehicle and go. And it's sad. So for my brothers and sisters in Miami, to tell us what's going on out there, man. Because that sounds crazy. And they just got back in their vehicle, almost looked staged, and just pulled off. Usually if you after a specific person who was at the party, okay, I get that. You don't just run out of vehicle and just start shooting people randomly.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're going now with it. It's crazy. And now 250 mass shootings since the year started.
Wow.
What's considered a mass shooting is 4 people or more.
Okay.
Shot or killed.
That makes sense.
That's considered a mass shooting by definition. So people want to know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
250.
Yep.
And you said do we blame Biden now, right?
Yeah, I'm blaming Biden.
Yeah.
Gotta blame somebody.
Right.
And they said a third person died at the hospital.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, so it's a big manhunt, $125,000 reward for these particular people being brought to justice.
Yeah, they'll catch them. There was too many of them. I mean, it wasn't like it was one.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the World Health Organization, this is a Forbes article, has solved the problem with naming coronavirus variants. They're gonna start using the Greek alphabet to name the rest of these variants. So now they're gonna start using Delta, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta.
Really, who thought of this shit?
I don't know, but I don't when you bring up the Greek alphabet when it comes to stuff, like I always just find that just
fascinating,
noteworthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what does it mean?
I don't know.
Somebody, come on, some decoders, get on that.
Yeah, it says naming variants after geographical locations, like the name of the countries, is misleading. Is misleading because a variant that was initially identified in one place didn't necessarily emerge there, and researchers pointed out in the Science Journal that scientific media reports should not refer to variants by country names. And mind you, this is after they named a bunch of diseases from African countries,
West Nile
virus and stuff like that, because Chinese now
African killer bees.
They call it something the Kung flu, and people want to cry racism all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Even though that Kung flu, that's hilarious.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's hilarious.
That's tough.
But remember, they were calling it the Chinese virus, and it came from China.
And I believe it's official now that it was a Wuhan lab.
Yeah, and people in social media companies, media companies are kind of just brushing that under the rug, like they weren't calling people all types of names and all types of races, because that was true.
Yeah, yeah. They saying that it has no natural origins, and that obviously is something that has been manufactured. Yeah, that's what Trump said, but that's definitely what we said. All right, there's nothing new under the goddamn sun. A new virus.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So, interesting stuff. So just into the decoders and stuff like that. Just pay attention to the names that they give these new viruses and the Greek alphabet that they attach.
It's always for a reason.
I think
they
so.
do nothing arbitrarily.
Exactly.
Trust me, they doing it for a reason.
Exactly. Sigma virus. Yeah. Someone said hurricanes and tropical storms are named after Greek alphabet after going A to Z. Are they? Oh, okay.
What'd they say?
It says hurricanes and tropical storms are named after the Greek alphabet after going A through Z. I thought they just
after A through Z. Oh, okay.
I thought they just they didn't recycle them, or they just talking about in that time in that season.
Maybe that season. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Got you.
I think they start over every season, but if it gets past 26,
got you.
I guess they move into something like that. Let's get some questions.
Let's take some questions, man. It's Monday. And people keep mentioning how tired I am. How y'all know I'm tired?
9:25.
How y'all know I'm tired?
Because you got a 1-year-old. Fuck, you better be tired.
He'll be one.
And he's looking in your eyeball now.
Yeah, he opened my eyeball the other day.
It's a wrap,
B.
man.
I was just like, yo,
it's a wrap. That was your one little. You can kind of look at him and close. Now, if he opened your eyeballs,
I was just like, yo,
yeah, it's a wrap.
Malcolm, did you hear about John Cena apologizing to China for calling Taiwan a country? I did hear him apologize, but I did hear about that.
He called Taiwan a country.
Yeah.
You said Taiwan.
I said Taiwan. My fault.
Yeah, sounded out.
I probably need to apologize too.
Yeah.
But China be punking everybody, man. Especially people that are trying to get into those markets. So John Cena, he's one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Wrestlers out there, so of course they punked him. Malcolm watched, so I watched though. I liked it, but I think Coco's better.
Okay,
Coco's fire.
All right, I gotta see Coco. You can get this shirt at Urban X, shopurbanx.com, because black dads do matter.
They do matter.
They do.
Malcolm, would you rather be a Marvel or DC character? DC, because the Flash was my favorite superhero.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go DC. I like Batman.
Yeah, growing up, nobody really watched Marvel. I mean, I didn't really watch Marvel like that. Maybe X-Men and Fantastic Four, but other than that, I didn't really rock
I grew
with
up
Marvel.
on Superman, Batman,
and
Aquaman.
That movie studio, they did a real good job of making real X-layer characters like Iron Man. Nobody really cared about Iron Man until the movies.
Right. They really built it up.
Thor, nobody cared about Thor.
Yeah, true story.
You know what I mean? Hulk, of course, but
Why doesn't Kamala Harris use her married name? What is her married name? I'm not really sure.
Somebody said, have you seen Charleston White's interview about Asians? Nah. I don't really watch him.
Nah, I can't tolerate him too much.
What do you think about John Legend and Stacey Abrams canceling their appearance in Tulsa, Oklahoma? I didn't know they did that. But I don't... Stacey Abrams, man, I just see her as like a real puppet.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
when you're in it, sometimes you don't see it. It takes people on the outside of you to see that you're being used for a cause that may never happen. What do you think about the Mayweather and Logan fight? It's a money grab.
Yeah, I don't really like Mayweather for doing that, especially for somebody who claims to love boxing so much. But he did it already with the Conor McGregor joint.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know.
Are the Lakers done? Very close to it.
Ooh, yeah.
See, people forget when LeBron went after Anthony Davis, the goal was also to get Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
You know, so that we wouldn't have to be relying on somebody who only plays 52 games a year because they're always hurt.
Yeah.
And that you got to put a battery in his back to get him to understand the severity of the moment.
Yeah.
When Kawhi Leonard freaked it and held both organizations captive and then got, Paul George to go with him to try to screw LeBron and go to the Clippers, it really did mess LeBron's plan up.
Oh, did you hear DMX's album?
I heard DMX's album. I like it.
I did like it too.
I liked it.
I did like it too.
It wasn't...
he wasn't trying to be anybody else. He was...
Right, he's just doing his DMX thing. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It didn't knock me off my feet. Put it like that. But I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Question. Y'all heard about them kids' bodies being found in school in Canada?
215
dug
bodies,
up.
yeah.
And indigenous children. Shit, I did.
Yeah.
I did. What's that all about?
Yeah.
Now these bodies, were they ritually sacrificed? You know what I mean? We need answers to these questions. And if they start, listen, they got these underground caverns where it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Or bodies and sex trafficking and human trafficking. Listen, this world we live in is crazy. The truth is stranger than fiction. And I don't want y'all to think I'm saying that just as a cliche. You got to be prepared to deal with what's out here.
Yeah, and it's a lot just coming out, man.
Yeah. It's all coming out.
Yeah.
I seen Rich Paul say he has no white clients. No white clients will even accept him as a basketball agent. This is LeBron's.
Right.
He got one, Nurkic, the guy who played for Portland, and he's from overseas. I guess they don't trust niggas with their money. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So I always thought
he said even some black players won't come with him.
But I always thought, like, especially you have big names in your agency. You know what I'm saying? Like big players. So that shouldn't like that reputation alone should kind of precede whatever the hell.
True.
You know what I mean?
But when you're conditioned to think white people know what's best for you, just overall conditioning.
That's true.
It's hard for you to say this brother, young looking brother, can handle it.
Yeah.
Even though obviously he can. You see, Kevin Garnett got robbed for $77 million. And you just
Over
see
his career,
these white folks and think that they have your best interests at heart. So I found that a little disheartening.
Yeah.
That more brothers won't go with Rich Paul to get that thing done. And he has to deny the fact that LeBron owns none of that company.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's illegal.
Yeah.
But we know LeBron on this shit. Stop playing. Stop playing. Yeah, he is an agent strictly off of LeBron, but he did go to school and put himself in position to do so. So now it's on his merit to prove that he is an agent worthy enough of handling my money. That's all.
And like even that, right? So LeBron, you have to credit like LeBron's entire team for LeBron's success,
of course,
like off the court. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I would put that into consideration. Just me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys saw, if you guys have us on Facebook, but I put a video up of this doctor talking about like the mask. He said, these masks don't do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said he said it's a fact that even the N95 mask, the one they was telling everybody to get, the one people was selling for like 800% increase in the price, that they don't stop the virus. He said, I just wear this because it just makes people feel comfortable.
Yes. At the end of the day, that's the only reason I carry a mask with me in my pocket.
Same.
Is when I'm going into a stop, just so I don't have to deal with your bullshit and I don't have to get my ego involved. and tell you I'm on the James and James
and beat somebody up.
I'm on the James and James vaccine. Yes, I won't have to go to any of that stuff. Rich Paul's known for giving players lowball deals to join LeBron, though. I don't know all the particulars.
Oh, gee, I don't know that
I
either.
hope there's something, the integrity is always in place, so I don't know the particulars about any of that. I do know, I think it was Boogie Cousins or somebody fired his ass.
That's right.
And, because he told him to take a deal.
No, it was one of the Morris twins.
Maybe one of the Morris twins.
Wasn't it one of the Morris twins?
Something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Charlamagne documentary on World Star? I had already saw the documentary through Choke No Joke, but it's on World Star now, and it was up to 300,000 people. So now more and more people are getting to see this young lady's story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't just die down like, how your social media goes. You know what's crazy? Joe Budden, he talked about it. He was like, social media, the internet, it just goes in waves. Like,
it does.
When it's your time, it's your time.
It's your time. And if you ride the wave, people forget about that shit after a while. Did y'all watch Joe Brown on Kiwami? Yeah.
I watched some of it.
We talked about it. You're late to class, but we did talk about it. They stole all Kareem money, too. Yes, they did.
Somebody said, I didn't watch the Vice series on the DC Sniper. I definitely want to watch that. On the DC Sniper.
Okay. The actual DC Sniper?
I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah,
I was like in the third grade when I was going on.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember like when people found out like he was black and how all black people was disappointed.
Yeah, we was like, what?
Yeah.
A black serial killer?
Yeah. What do you think of Kevin Samuels doing Vlad's show? I have really no opinion on it. Only opinion I do have is that the more y'all complain about him, the richer he gets.
Yeah, he's getting richer.
And that's it. And the more exposure he gets.
Yeah. And obviously he has an audience of women and guys
and guys
who listen to what he has to say.
Listen, when you tell men that we can't express our real feelings, even in the barbershop now, because if you remember, there were Root articles about the barbershop was the most homophobic, most toxic. Yeah. When you tell guys they can't talk like guys in their own comfortable spaces, it allows people who just say what the hell they want to say for guys to just resonate with it easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter how you feel about it, it's just
true story.
If you agree or disagree, it's just kind of like, yo, finally somebody said it. That's why Trump got elected.
That's exactly why he got elected.
That's literally why he was just saying what people felt and what people were scared to say. He just saying it.
He just said it out.
Yo, they just had in Florida, they just had a boat parade for Trump.
Yeah. They're not playing. They're serious about that.
You get what I'm saying?
And all of these new laws are in place so that he don't run again in 2024.
Yeah.
They're going to shut that down.
And I want people to understand this too. That is not activism.
Right.
That is not activism. Activism isn't being obsessed with stopping Trump from running again. That's not activism. Is what we have in front of us right now, what we have to deal with right now. It's not just looking back
to stop something from taking place. What about the Stephen A. Smith jacket?
The
Black Power
fist in
HBCU jacket.
I don't know, man.
Why did he choose? Is this HBCU week?
I guess for Tulsa.
Oh, okay. He's perhaps he's in commemoration of Tulsa.
Maybe.
He wanted to wear. He did look a little strange and awkward with the jacket on because this is the first time he's done it. But what message is he conveying? Is he saying that he's a free Negro?
Well,
even on ESPN, and he can do that now. Is that a message to Kwame Brown?
Well, he is a member of Omega Psi Phi.
But they say he didn't walk the line.
He didn't pledge. He's probably a grad.
All right, well,
initiate.
If you ain't go through the shit, then
like my man's in them. They're serious about that.
Yeah. If you didn't pledge, I don't want to hear about an honorary shit. I see people get honorary degrees all the time.
Yeah.
Nigga, did you go to school for that? No.
Yeah, because I think Shaq pledge.
I don't think Shaq pledged either.
I think Mike pledged though, because Mike is the Q.
Mike Jordan.
Yeah, I think he. Okay. I think I saw pictures. I think he got. I know, one of my men's the Q, and what I like about them though, they're literally fight each other. Like it's not like, oh, you in this frat, we in this frat too.
Gotcha.
And we got to be cool. They'll really fight. Like, nah, I don't like you. Like,
oh, okay.
That's what I thought that was cool.
Did you see Maul and Rory's commercial?
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious too, and I thought it was hilarious to the point where I'd give them a listen.
Yeah.
I'll give them. I'm in.
Yeah.
Just to see where they go with it and what kind of energy they bring to their own show.
Yeah. I'm in.
I'll give it a watch. I will give it a watch. Somebody says Shaq is definitely a Q.
Yeah. So is Bill Cosby.
Yes, Bill was definitely on board. I'm in the Illuminati, so.
Yeah, somebody I saw a picture of like Illuminati like application. somebody put it online. That was funny.
Facts. I am in the Illuminati.
That was funny. More questions, guys. More questions.
Let's get those likes up.
Did you guys see? I think it was a newspaper of it said Black Lives Matter. Use our dead sons. It was all the mothers of
all the mothers.
Yeah, all the mothers, and it was talking about how Black Lives Matter used them to use their sons.
But we knew that.
Yeah, but you see how like that's kind of like falling apart. But they made their money already. You know what I'm saying?
They made their money.
Yeah.
One of the girls, she resigned last week. The other girl got a white boyfriend.
White wife.
A white wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, geesh, this whole shit was a hustle.
Yeah.
And a hustle on dead bodies. You know what I mean? So now the mothers, after they've grieved, see, they catch you when you're grieving. And, you need people around you. You're grieving. And then, when all the smoke cleared, they used your son and propped him or her up, if you had a daughter, for something else. And then they move on.
Yeah.
They can't survive without dead bodies. So they are secretly, watch how ill this shit is.
Yeah.
They are secretly hoping your kids get killed.
Yeah.
Just like doctors are secretly hoping you get sick.
Yeah.
Lawyers are hoping you have an accident. Accident lawyers. They you know what I mean? You only in business because of these things.
Right.
So, yeah.
Somebody said, if UFO visitations, attack or inquiry? Go.
Inquiry. No attacks.
Yeah, I agree.
If you start seeing attacks, that's your government. Trust me. And I wouldn't put it past them. Somebody's offering an NFT online of the 1947 autopsy of an alien done from the Roswell case. And that's going to be an NFT. The bidding starts at $1 million.
Wow.
You want to get in on that action?
No, I'm all right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we won't get in on that action. So this is where they're going with this.
Okay, guys.
Yes, it's been a great show.
It's been a great show. We appreciate you
Get
guys.
these shirts.
Don't forget to visit urbanx.nyc to get some great shirts. Join the membership. For the members, you have free shipping for the month of June.
Free shipping. And you know what? We're going to turn it on right now. So right after the show, we're going to turn it on even though it's not technically the first. Oh, it is. Close enough. But yeah, get in there and get that free shipping.
Yes.
If you are a member. If you're not a member, then you pay for shipping. It's really not that complicated.
All right. So, guys, with that being said, like we said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate you for always joining us. We need one more like. I see 999.
Can we get that one like?
Let's get one more before we get up out of here, please.
One like. Boom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that being said, good night. Peace.
Peace.